All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
PB. If you can PB this...
Am I going to get something tonight?
Sure.
Okay.
Either way, but yeah.
Gonna get a shot.
I was about to say, it's like just shanking. So if you just rush through without stopping, you get hit?
No. If you run, you don't get hit. If you walk, you get smashed by it.
You get super smashed, brother. Look forward to Beth casual streaming horror games again. Man, I want to.
I kept telling her to pop on and like do her Resident Evils and stuff with the family stuff, just like playing it.
Maybe sometime this week we'll do it.
Well, because the horror game, the Escape from Monster Manor, that's a horror game.
Yeah, and I get more scared of that than I probably should. What's the one game that I used to play with Stacy that I like, but I won't be able to play? I want to play Visage again. But I don't want to wait for Stacy. And I asked for her consent to play without her, but... PB this! Yes.
PB.
I would like you to PB this.
That's the plan. As long as... Because PB is almost guaranteed by not looking at the key at the very end of the
I
game.
can't play that shit, I'm a pussy, but I can watch you and feel good about myself. Well, yeah, because you guys always sit there and, like, raid me and crap, or, like, do something. It's like, oh, we're follow raid. It's like, and then All Might comes and screams at me, and I think stuff is stabbing me, and it's not, and it's a bad experience. And then when I'm so upset, it's just like, oh my gosh, it's like, hi, Apollo. Glad you could come on. It's just like, it's just a bad time. No, Layers of Fear was a good one. That's when I remember you guys doing that all the time. That was a horrible night too, but that was fun. The first one. The second Layers of Fear was kind of weird.
See, I don't remember the second one.
It was like on a boat or something. We did it for one of the horror runs me and Stacy did, and it's just...
Was that Layers of Fear? I know what you're talking about because our controls are all messed up.
Yeah, I thought it was. It might not have been, but it was something that... It was a sequel to one of the games. The action on the line. I look forward to you running your second... Wait.
And naming your second son Paulo. So
Do we have to? Alright. And then if it's a daughter, it's Nate. What about Rufio? Paula. After your mom?
Yeah. Oh, Kyle's lurking.
That is the third time you've lurked tonight, Kyle.
See, when I'm playing Warzone with you again.
I'll play Warzone with you. Wait, what's Warzone? Call of Duty?
Yeah.
I'll support you playing Call of Duty.
Wrong button.
Shoot, he actually said something. He wasn't lurking. See? Now you're screwed because he actually responded, I'm drunk. I'm just making sure it's doing something. Okay.
What, your dick?
That's cool of you, Kyle. Oh!
He said, I'm making sure it's doing something.
I don't remember where you came up in conversation earlier, Kyle, but something about eating butts and it didn't taste good and you have no good taste or something like that, but thank you for the lurk.
They said Kyle likes something. He's like, but Kyle likes to eat ass.
Well, I'm sitting here talking about like down there's like two more green stuff. It's like, oh no, he's actually listening to what I'm saying.
You won't the vote, if I recall.
First, third, fifth, seventh. Okay. Most popular one. You know what? Just
First,
because,
third, fifth, then seventh.
Just because you're, as Scott would say, just because you're right doesn't mean you're not wrong. And you were wrong. And all those people were wrong. And it's a wrong thing. That's where the poops come out of. Did you ever think about the poops, Kyle?
I told him that I would give him... I'd have a girl eat a super spicy chip. And Kyle's just like, as long as I wipe it and clean it and everything else like that, it's all fine. I was like, alright, you go down after her after she eats a spicy chip and let's see what happens.
I feel like if the girl's cute enough, Kyle wouldn't care until his mouth started burning. Then he'd know you were right, but he'd never admit it.
Kyle stuck flaming hot Cheetos up some girl's hoo-ha before.
You told me about that, and that sounds awful.
I believe hoo-ha is an acceptable term
I
used.
think so. I think that's like a super nice little by accident. Was it
Oh,
an
yeah.
accident?
It was.
Was it? Because
he was eating it, and then things got hot and heavy, and
I forgot
then...
you ate them. I'm just saying, when I eat stuff that I know that Lucas doesn't like I've never seen Lucas eat a sour cream and onion chip, so if I eat sour cream and onion, I go brush my teeth before we do stuff. So I just feel like if you eat...
Also gives me sour cream and onion all the time.
Do you like it?
I don't prefer it, but I can eat it.
That's why I brush my... Because I know you don't prefer it. And as any gender of any human on any planet, I would feel like no one would prefer ghost pepper fingers up any orifice. So it's just like, you can say you forgot all you want, but it's human decency warrants that you probably should wash your hands at least.
So I call it karma.
You forgot you ate them. How can you forget? Your mouth is probably still on fire. I'm still upset the cute con girl missed all the questions. Which one are you talking about?
The one at the punishment panel. Because Kyle wanted... there was one girl that voted on Kyle, and she didn't end up winning.
What about Ashley? Ashley?
Look, Ashley got naked next to him, and no one noticed.
I missed it. Well, no, you and Scott and someone else saw, and it's just like, Kyle, you didn't even see, and I didn't see.
I know Kyle was all over
Ashley.
Ashley.
Me and Kyle were talking, and then it's like, oh no, I feel bad because I let Kyle miss out on that.
Well, yeah, she took off her shirt and her bra and everything. She just sitting there like playing with her boobs.
It was like a sports bra, but it was still a bra. And I saw her, and I looked at Ashley. It's like, all right, nice boobs. And I looked back at Kyle and started talking to him, and it's just like, I didn't care. But I'm sure Kyle would have.
Well, no, I would just sit there staring at her, and I know Kyle was telling me, it's like, oh my god, Ashley's like so amazing. And then she comes in here, and then she's all like open marriage and all this other shit. So she just wanted to have someone, and then she's like all naked and like rubbing herself, and then Kyle just completely ignored it.
And like, I'm not into that sort of thing, but Ashley's a little cutie, and I think she's adorable, and I like her and everything, but it's just like, I wouldn't be into that, but I know Kyle was, and it's just like, because Ashley was like sitting there and she had her shirt off, and she's like talking to you and Scott and someone else, and I looked at her, it's like, okay, and then I go back to Kyle and was like, we were like talking about a board game or something, and it's just like, I wasn't the best wingman that night.
It's fine, just keep rubbing it.
Sorry, no. I'll do better next time, Kyle. Well, no, but it wasn't my fault because I was talking to you. You should have, it's Lucas and Scott's fault, of course, because they knew what was going on. They knew it better, so no. It wasn't only me. It wasn't only me.
Well, you get sassy.
I'm not saying it wasn't me, but I feel like if I read a book on my life, no one would believe any chapter.
I don't think anyone would really believe my high school life.
And Kyle, just so you know, Elsie asks for silly stories sometimes at night, and one of the stories we had to tell one time was some interaction between you and Lucas where you got, I don't remember it, but it was like some interaction, and it might not have actually been you, but I said your name in there, so you were the guy that Lucas fought with some night, but... So, we told her a chapter of your life, I just don't know how accurate it was.
Now, Kyle hated me at the start. He absolutely hated me.
Oh my gosh. Oh, now Paula's talking.
I don't remember what got you to like me or anything like that. So I don't know if we both hated on the same person. But I always try to be the below average student, and just so no one expected anything much of me. And in one of my math classes, I was like the only one in the class that had an A.
It was
and the teacher
I saved your monitor.
Oh, we were friends before that.
You should have. Oh, this is Paula. You should have yelled at the top of your lungs. Damn! Look at those fucking massive milk monsters. What? What? Boobs or other? Get everyone's attention that way. Oh man.
Hey, I was the top in my math class, and she's like, Lucas is the only one with an A. And then I was just like, oh shit, I can't have that. And I turned in my math test with like nothing on it.
So you're such a little jerk. I bet your mom wanted to beat you every day. Well, no, and like some of the stuff you tell me.
It was like I walk into school, I was like, you have to shave. And I'm just like, no, I don't. He's like, yes, go shave. And I go up and I slice up my face with the razor. And I walk back and I'm just like gushing blood everywhere.
Did you tell Elsie that story?
I never had to shave again.
Did you tell Elsie that story? Good. Alright, I claim that one.
Well, they didn't give me a mirror or anything like that. And like the boys' bathroom didn't have a mirror. And they gave me like a 25-cent razor and I have super thick hair. So I literally, I went in there, just like slid up my face.
I can just imagine you being the little boy who goes in there and just like all the blood's gushing down. I was like, can you wipe that off with like toilet paper? It's like, I could. I'm not gonna. We know you're below average. It was like Wolverine in that room. And Scott, you can be his mommy now and beat him back. Oh, that was me. Man, that's no. I could, Scott, but that's still Paula's job. Because anytime we're there, she's still more than willing to do that, and I'm more than willing to let her. She's a cool girl. We were so hated, says Kyle.
Well, we finished our, because it was like we had one of those classes where if you finish all your modules, you could do them at your own pace, and we finished the entire year in like a week.
Really?
Yeah,
Is that high school or college?
High school. No, I was literally, we were like, our friend Bo would get in trouble all the time, and like Scott would always, like, not this Scott, a different Scott would get in trouble all the time, and they weren't doing a fucking thing. And Bo and I were playing Contra 4 in the Super Nintendo, and Bo wasn't doing something right. And I was like messaging him, and I was telling him how to do it, and it was pissing me off because he wouldn't do it. So Bo and I were sitting on opposite sides of the classroom, and then I just got pissed off and like, God damn it, Bo! I was like, what the fuck are you doing? It's like, pick up this goddamn thing and do this. And then the teacher is like, Scott! Quit playing fucking video games! Go sit down. And Scott was washing his hands at his sink. Nowhere near a computer. And he got yelled at.
You're a bad person.
I didn't know how the teacher didn't like Scott, but I don't know if she thought we sounded alike. But I was yelling at Bo. And everyone in the network drive had like games and everything. They tried to encrypt it in like folders. And I got called into the office one time because I had a folder called games and they had like all the games and emulators and shit on it. They called me into the office like, why are 32 people logged in as you right now? It's just like, you're not supposed to give out your password. Yeah, that's when we networked this school. Yeah, Kyle and I had our like little Cisco certification, and the school was rewiring everything, so Kyle and I got paid to wire the school. So during our labs and stuff, since we were all done, we had to make cables and shit and run them through the ceiling, get all the connections up, get them up to the server.
I should have done. I found your proteges. It's just like, all right. We're graduating, we're out of here, you guys take over.
We tried to do that, and then we got kicked out of school. Because we were sitting there telling the kids how cool the school was and how cool the teachers were, and one of the teachers took exception to that, and then she kicked us out.
What the
heck? Yeah, I think we would have got suspended for that if it wasn't for Bo, because I think Bo was the one that saved our ass on that one.
Gosh dang.
Too many inputs. I know. That's what I said. I think Bo was the one that saved our asses on that one, because me and you got in a lot of trouble, and Bo was always the quiet one, and then we did all the talking, and then Bo got in no trouble. That lost a good 20 seconds.
Yeah, right now 14?
Actually, I'm doing better than my previous runs, but I lost quite a bit of time because I keep using keys on doors that I'm not supposed to use them on. Yeah, they apologized to us. Yeah, the next year after that, they kicked us out and they made a whole big thing of it. Their turnouts and stuff was lower, and I'm just like, oh, I wonder why.
Now you guys are like perfect fodder. When else he's like, can I have a silly story? Can I have a weird story of Daddy when he was little? I was like, oh yeah, let's go.
Oh no, I remember the one time we had a substitute in Cisco and someone took my Yu-Gi-Oh cards out of my fucking binder. And then, no, or maybe I think it was a substitute. And then when I went to look for them, and then Kyle told me that one of the kids took them and something, I literally stood up and I started walking out of the class. The teacher was like, where you go? I was like, I'm going to go beat this motherfucker's ass. And I said the kid's name, which I don't remember what his name is now. But by the time I got to his classroom, they had him pulled off into a secluded room and everything. No, I don't think it was Carl. Carl was the one that tried to stab me with a screwdriver at the end of the year. This was a guy we played hacky sack with, and he was the Willard kid. I thought it was like Jacob, Jared, or something like that. Because Carl wasn't a fighter. I just pushed him over the edge. Because this was like the little pothead guy that tried to act like he was super badass, but he wasn't. Well, I don't know if we shot up the school or not. No, Carl. It definitely wasn't Carl. I know who Carl was. There we go. Still wasted about 20 seconds. Oh, we're getting there. No, because we were at our state competition trying to qualify for nationals in our little programming thing. And one of our teammates got arrested because I guess he posted on some like 4chan board or something like that he wanted to murder like everyone in the school, and these girls that he wanted to murder was at the conference center with us, participating with us. So one of those girls found it and they showed the teacher and they called the cops, and it turned out to be a whole big thing. Oh, I wasn't gonna drop names or anything so people could like go to yearbooks and shit like that, but you did. I didn't think it was because Livewire was just a way you could download things. I didn't think Livewire had like forums or other things like that. Well, just because you're not friends with them doesn't mean you don't want to dox people. But yeah, like I said, I didn't think Corey, Livewire, because I used Livewire to download music and anime and stuff back in the day. So when Bo had me download like La Blue Girl, and I was clicking through it, and my mom walked up behind me asking me what I was doing, and I clicked, and because I had to watch scenes, because sometimes you would get parts that you would download half of it and you wouldn't download like the other half of it, and like other sections would freeze, so I would skip through it. And then my mom walked in, and the girl getting 8 tentacles all over her body, and my mom smacked me in the back of the head like, what the hell are you watching? I was like, it's not for me. I was downloading it for Bo. Oh, LimeWire. Yes. Okay.
That's how my brother got all his porn viruses.
I didn't get viruses, but I know I downloaded porn for other people.
Eventually, I just told my brother, just like, I'll teach you how to reformat your computer. So I was like, I'm tired of doing this for you.
No, because I had like Love Hina. I was able to fit the season on a 700 meg CD, and I'm like, oh yeah. And I found a CD, so I hooked up my external hard drive thing, and I popped it in, and the video was like a fucking square, and it's just like, I think it's like 160 or something like that, and it was so small, and I was like, I'll blow it up and make it full screen. You don't do that. Hey, Timeline.
Help, hi, Timeline.
Hey, Timeline, I don't know if you saw, but I got the Blue Stinger world record. I got back on Sunday.
It's way too much Kyle in the chat. We got viruses if you didn't know what MP3 and MP4 was. Well,
there's a small TV Timeline, and that's the TV that died.
But so with that being said, that TV we got from Walmart for, well, back in the day, because TVs were expensive back in the day. But we got, right? It was like 500.
No, it was like 300. It was a scratch and dent.
Was it 300? Okay. Well, no, I thought it was 500 scratching. But it fell off the truck and got a little dented on the side. So that TV is older than our marriage. And so, yeah.
And Blue Stinger corrupted it.
That thing is like over a decade old. And we kept joking. He's like, it's going to die. The Missouri trip's going to kill it. Oh my, I can't believe it's still alive. And it finally did die. But it just
still works. It only does like 240p right now, or 280i or something like that. It does a weird signal, and it fucked with my computer.
But that was kind of like the... All
right, well, we're done, Kyle. So I'm waiting for this to say the end, and then I'm going to raid someone. So thank you for the raid.
Girls. Alright, well, Lucas isn't an e-girl, but fine. Whatever, Kyle. See you later. Have a good time.
Yeah, hey Kyle, you can't stick around for the raid? You can buff up Scott's numbers a little bit?
Sweet sucks. Oh, never mind, Timeline. Okay, I read that wrong. Sweet sucks, I wasn't there for it. I just got here and you're leaving? Oh.
Well, Beth has been trying to play her new game all night.
I can play it whenever I want. It's just hard when everyone's on and you're doing Dr. Hauzer.
But I think Beth says she wants to stream tomorrow as well on her channel doing Monster Manor. So we'll be back tomorrow. I got several PBs.